And he led me out into the outermost foreyard, by the way leading to the north. And he led me into the chamber that was against the building separated, and against the house going to the north, in the face 100 cubits of length of the side of the door of the north, and 50 cubits of breadth, over against 20 cubits of the inner foreyard, and over against the pavement arrayed with stone of the outermost foreyard, where a porch was joined to a threefold porch. And before the chambers was a walking place of 10 cubits of breadth, beholding to the inner things of the way of 100 cubits, and the doors of those to the north, where chambers were lower in the higher things, for those bear up the porches that appeared on high of those from the lower things, and from the middle things of the building. For those were of 3 stages, and had not pillars, as were the pillars of foreyards. Therefore those stood on high from the lower things, and from the middle things from earth, by 50 cubits. And the outermost hall, enclosing the walking place, was by the chambers that were in the way of the outermost foreyard, before the chambers. The length thereof was of 50 cubits. For the length of the chambers of the outermost foreyard was of 50 cubits. And the length before the face of the temple was of 100 cubits. And under these chambers was an entering from the east, of men entering into those from the outermost foreyard, in the breadth of the wall of the foreyard that was over against the east way, into the face of the building separated. And chambers were before the building, and away before the face of those, by the likeness of the chambers that were in the way of the north, by the length of those, so was also the breadth of those, and all the entering of those, and the likenesses and the doors of those were like the doors of chambers that were in the way beholding to the south. A door was in the head of the way, which way was before the porch separated to men entering by the east way. And he said to me, the chambers of the north and the chambers of the south that be before the building separated, these be holy chambers, in which the priest be clothed, that nigh to the Lord into the holy of holy things. There they shall put the holy of holy things, and offerings for sin and for trespass, for it is an holy place. Swiftly, when priests have entered, they shall not go out of holy things into the outermost foreyard, and there they shall put up their clothes in which they minister, for those be holy, and they shall be clothed in other clothes, and so they shall go forth to the people. And when he had filled the measures of the inner house, he led me out by the way of the gate that beheld to the east way, and he meted it on each side by compass. Forsooth he meted against the east wind with the reed of measure, by compass 500 reeds, and a reed of measure by compass. And he meted against the wind of the north 500 reeds, and the reed of measure by compass. And at the south wind he meted 500 reeds, with a reed of measure by compass. And at the west wind he meted 500 reeds, with the reed of measure. By 4 winds he meted the wall thereof on each side by compass, the length of 500 and the breadth of 500, the wall separating betwixt the sanctuary and the place of the common people.